Hi and welcome to my channel. I'm Papadatou-Pastou M, your baby's doctor, and today we'll be talking about something that is actually very dear to me. 13th of August of every year is World Left-Handers Day, and my husband is a left-hander. Yeah, so this is why I'm taking this video personal. I'm taking this particular video very, very, very personal. Alright, so this video was a request by Tofumi. Tofumi, thank you for making this request. You wanted me to talk about left-handedness and encourage people to stop forcing their children to change their handedness. Alright, so that is what this video is about. Hello, husband. This video is about you. And you know, my husband has a very nice handwriting. In fact, I always like it when he writes me a letter. You know, the old style. I like reading those letters. Alright, so yes, this video is for all the left-handed people, dedicated to you guys, dedicated to all the children that will be left-handed. My niece is turning out to be left-handed, and I like it. So yeah, this video is for you. If you're just joining this channel for the very, very, very first time, thank you so much for joining me again today. I am Papadatou-Pastou M, and I'll be with you shortly. So studies have shown that 10% of the population are left-handers. That's quite a number of people. That's 1 in 10 people. So when you see 10 people, 1 of them should be left-handed. So yes, there are actually a very significant number of people that are left-handed, and you know, there are a lot of problems that they face daily. I can tell you, I've had this conversation with my husband, and he has told me some of the problems that they go through, you know, even when it comes to writing. You know, the way the books are designed, you know, they have to, usually we write from left to right. Okay, so when you're writing, if you're a right-hander, when you're writing, your hand is away from the ink. But for them, when they are writing with their left hands, their hands will usually, you know, smudge the ink and then get stained and then make their books rough. Instruments are not created for them. Even books are not created for them. Books are usually bound on the left side, so they have to put their hands on the, I don't have anyone close by. So they have to put their hands on the binding of the books to write. It's very, very uncomfortable. Even their position in class, you know, usually you have two children that share a table sometimes side by side. So they are left-handed. If you don't position them right, they'll be hitting the other child that is right-handed, and that one feels like, hey, it's my right. It's my right. You have to look for another way. And of course, in a lot of cases, they are forced to try the other hand. So left-handedness has been found out to have a lot of genetic background. So yes, it is genetic. Of course, if some parents somewhere or some grandparents somewhere are left-handers, it is likely that their children or their grandchildren would be left-handers. And of course, the environmental factors also have a role to play. In fact, babies, even in the womb, have been seen to, you know, have preference for one of their hands more than the other. And usually by the age of 18 months, a child will start showing hand preference. And then by 3 years, you should have been established if your child is a left-hander or a right-hander. So now this video has given you a background. I'm going to show you very successful people that were left-handed and they did very well. So this is just to encourage you to stop forcing your children to change their handedness. You know, a lot of people even beat their children. I read a story where they had to like tie the child's hands behind so the child can use the right hand. So people are forced, like in my own culture, I'm a Yoruba girl from Nigeria. In my culture, the child or anybody, if you want to give something to someone, you have to use your right hand. So if you are left-handed and you try to give something to someone with your left hand, it is seen as disrespectful. Of course, even in Latin, you know that, of course, right is dexter and the left is sinister. And you know what sinister means. It's evil. So a lot of terrible things have been associated with the left hand, and that should not be the case. The left hand is as good as the right hand in anybody that possesses it. So please, this video is to encourage you to stop forcing your children to change their handedness. I tell you, in fact, there are a lot of benefits that left-handed people have, and I will say those ones shortly. But of course, see, Obama was left-handed and he did very well. So please, I mean, we need to do better when it comes to our children and their handedness. So I'll just be talking briefly. I just want to mention 1 or 2 things, or 3 or 4 or 5 things that left-handed people have as an advantage or as advantages to them. So left-handed people, and these ones are based on science and research. I'm not saying anything from the top of my mind. I'm going to drop the references in the description box below so that you can check out those researches and of course see how they arrived at their conclusion. But it has been said that left-handed people have better language and verbal skills, and I can really say that from my husband. I mean, I'm going to be relating all these things to my husband because, well, the guy has beautiful language and verbal skills. So yes, I'm grateful that he's left-handed. Okay, so they've been said to have lovely language skills. They've always been said to be at lesser risk of having arthritis, ulcer, and allergies. Well, my husband does not have any of the three, so I think I'm just trying to like corroborate the research with the things that I see daily. Of course, it said that left-handers are more likely to recover from stroke more than right-handers. Well, that is what the research says. And of course, they said they have a higher representation and they have a very deep thinking. That is, they are very wise. They think. Of course, they are more likely to be introverts, so they think, they introspect more often, and they come out with very great results. So your left-hander should not be forced to be a right-hander. It just shows that, of course, the dominant part of the brain is different. All right, so that is it today about left-handers. Parents, please encourage your left-handers. Encourage them the way they can. And of course, to manufacturers, you guys have to do better. You have to make books that are left-handers compatible. You have to make instruments. Of course, I can see that some instruments are being made now. My husband complains about the guitar a lot, that the guitar was made for people that are right-handers, and it's rather difficult for left-handers to play the guitar. So, manufacturers everywhere, please try to make the left-hander version of some of the things that you do. I appreciate Crocheta because recently I've been doing a lot of knitting and crocheting, and the truth is I've been seeing some videos, some crochet videos where they have the left-handers version, and that is just awesome, so that the left-hander can also follow and know how to handle this. So these are things that we need to look forward to. I need to tell your teachers, the teachers of your children in school, because you know there are some people that you don't send message. You don't send them message, but they will send themselves message and they'll start dealing with your children because they are left-handers. Please let it be clear. Leave my child alone. Because a lot of times they will spend the time that they're supposed to use to teach the child other things, to teach the child to use the right hand. I mean, you're teaching the child to be who the person is not. Okay, so please try as much as possible not to force your left-hander to become a right-hander, and let it go. The left hand is not sinister. God made them both beautiful and perfect. That's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. If you're a left-hander, I'm shouting out to you, happy Left-Handers Day on the 13th of August, because this video is probably not going to come on the 13th of August, but yeah, happy Left-Handers Day. And I really hope that the world will make better places and better things available for left-handers. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm Ayobala Debowale, your baby's doctor. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please, this is the right time to do it. Just look below this video, you see the subscribe button. Click on the subscribe button and click the notification bell to share, so that we can have more people that are exposed to this information and we can help our left-handers everywhere. Happy Left-Handers Day again.